didn't stop. It actually got stronger. When the pump clicked off, I replaced the nozzle and I made the mistake of looking back at the window. She was still there. Still in exactly the same position. Still staring. But this time I noticed something was wrong with her face. It took me a second to figure out what it was. Her mouth wasn't moving, but it looked like it had been. Like the corners of her mouth were pulled down, and there was something off about the muscles around her jaw. Like she'd been holding an expression for a long time, and her face had settled into it. Her eyes were wide open. Very wide. And they didn't blink while I was watching. I got back in my car. I didn't go inside to pay. I'd already paid at the pump, and I didn't do anything else. I just started the engine and got ready to leave. But before I pulled away, I looked one more time. She had moved. She was no longer in the main window. She was at the glass door now, and she was pressing her hand against it. Flat palm, fingers spread out. She was still staring at me, and I could see her mouth now. It was open. Not like she was saying something. Just open. Her jaw slack. And her eyes, I can still see them clearly. They weren't looking at my face. They were looking at my car, at the windshield. Like she was trying to see through it, into the car, to see me more clearly. I drove away. I didn't speed or act crazy. I just pulled out of the station and headed toward the highway. I kept checking my mirrors. The station got smaller and smaller behind me, and I could see her still there, still at the door, still looking. Here's where it gets worse. I thought about it the whole drive home, and I thought about it the next day, and the day after that, and I couldn't figure out what had bothered me so much about it. There's nothing technically wrong with a woman staring at someone, right? People stare. It's weird, but it's not impossible. But something about the way she was looking, it wasn't curiosity. It wasn't anger. It wasn't any expression I could recognize. It was like she was looking at me the way you'd look at a photograph, with complete, focused attention, but no emotional content behind it. Just pure observation. I went back to that gas station about a month later. I had told myself I was being stupid, that I was making a big deal out of nothing. I pulled up to pump number 4 again, deliberately. I went inside this time and looked around. There were a few other customers, a tired-looking clerk behind the counter. No woman. I asked the clerk, casually, like I was just making conversation, if they had any regular customers. People who came in late at night. She looked at me weird and said, I wouldn't really know. I only work mornings. That's when I realized I hadn't seen anyone inside the store on my first visit. When I'd looked at the window, there had been no one else visible. Just her. And she'd been standing motionless in what I now understand was an empty store. I haven't been back to that station since. I drive an extra 5 minutes to go to a different one. I know how this sounds. I know there are rational explanations. Maybe it was someone I didn't see properly in the dark. Maybe the lighting was playing tricks. Maybe I was more tired than I thought. But I also know what I saw. I know how real it felt. And I know that every single time I pass that highway exit, I feel that weight again. That sensation of being observed. Like something there is still looking,